A rubber match between the Evansville Otters and the Windy City Thunderbolts here at Ozinga Field in the works as the Otters get to send their all-star Braden Scott to the mound in a huge match, trying to give themselves their first road series win of the season. They've been so close so many times, just haven't been able to put that last touch forward. They'll get a great opportunity this afternoon as we are getting set for our 1:05 p.m. scheduled start time. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. As the Otters last night got a great start from their starter, Ryan Wiltsey, who came in a spot start situation, went 5 strong innings, striking out 9 batters. Did give up a couple of runs and 6 hits and 3 walks, but did a great job overall keeping Evansville in the game. And again, a spot where he'd been moved back to the bullpen. Really what you could have asked for getting from Wiltsey. Set the Otters up with a chance to get a big win, but unfortunately the Otters were silenced by the pitching of the Windy City Thunderbolts, who have been playing some really good baseball as of late. They are still 7-3 in their last 10 games, entering at 30-47. Evansville entering at 27-50. Both these teams trying to get some big momentum going towards the end of this season. The second of 3 times these two teams will face off. Third time this year will happen at Bosse Field from August 22nd to the 24th. Obviously closer to the end of the month at Bosse Field. Thank you for joining me this Sunday afternoon. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and our 96.9 WYAR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out Home Team Network today to sign up and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Mentioned last night, Evansville lost 6-1, came after a 7-0 victory in Game 1 of the series. So both these teams looking to try to get a big series win. And as I was mentioning, the Otters get to send their all-star Braden Scott to the mound, and what more can you say about him, what hasn't been said yet? The all-time franchise leader in strikeouts, the Frontier League leader in strikeouts so far this season, and in his last 2 starts, he's gone over 10 strikeouts. Began this week off hot, the first game of the week on Tuesday. Went up against New York in 7 innings of shutout baseball, gave up only 4 base runners and struck out 11 en route to Evansville's 6-0 win, one of 2 shutouts Evansville has had this week. Took a big series win against New York at home earlier this week, and now a chance to go out and do the same here in Windy City, just south of Chicago in Crestwood, Illinois. Obviously, Braden Scott, the 4-year Evansville Otter, was a 2025 All-Star pitch and inning with 2 strikeouts. And who else would you rather have on the mound than a guy like that? Evansville also did add a player as well. Daryl Jackson was signed and will start today at shortstop. Jackson, a 4-year player out of the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks during his senior season this year. Hit to a .336 batting average, a .494 OBP, had 16 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs. They were the NCAA D3 champions in 2025. In their championship game, won 21-4. So he is very much a winner and a guy who can add hopefully some help to this Otters team. I mentioned that obviously it's been a little bit of a down year for Evansville, but it's been a lot of tough and close losses. But this team has been playing some good ball this week so far, and hopefully they will continue that today as we near the first pitch here at Ozinga Field. We'll take a short break. After that, we'll talk about the starting lineups and more about the starting pitchers here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Welcome back to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and 96.9 WYIR. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. First for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Leading it off once again, the switch-hitting Cam Feltz out in right field, batting second, and in center field, Michael Sandel. Batting third and at shortstop, James Dunlap, and batting fourth at DH, David Mayberry. New into the lineup tonight, batting fifth, the first baseman Christian Kazimka. Batting sixth, the third baseman Jalen Greer. Batting seventh, back in the lineup in left field, Oscar Serratos. Batting eighth, the former Otter Josh Gibson. And rounding out the lineup, the catcher Craig Corliss will be getting his first start of the weekend. Starting for the Thunderbolts will be Dante Maeda, making his 8th start of the season, his 12th appearance. Did appear in a game against Evansville back on the 14th out of the bullpen, where he went 1 1/3 inning, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. Last time out against Washington looked great. 5 shutout innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And then on July 30th, went 7 1/3 in 2-score baseball, giving up 4 hits and 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. So he's started to find his form, similar to what this Windy City Thunderbolt team has done on the season. So it's not going to be an easy matchup for the Otters by any means. The right-handed pitching Dante Maeda trying to continue the Thunderbolts' winning ways. Again, they're 7-3 in their last 10 ball games. He's entering with a 3-2 record at a 5.48 ERA. And he will be facing the always great Braden Scott. Can't talk about him enough. Mentioned his 7-inning shutout baseball, 11 strikeout game his last time out. So he tries to buoy this Otters team to a road series victory, and the lineup going for Evansville will look as follows. Leading it off, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game at third base will be Dennis Pierce. Batting second and in the left field, Ellis Schwartz. Batting third and at center field, Graham Brown, followed by the catcher Logan Brown. Batting fifth and back at first base, L.J. Jones. Batting sixth and at second base, J.J. Cruz. At seventh, DHing tonight after hitting a home run last night, will be Keenan Taylor. Batting eighth and in right field, J.T. Benson. And rounding out the lineup, the newcomer at shortstop, Darrell Jackson. Mentioned that Jackson is making his first start here with Evansville. Played 4 seasons with the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks. Did play with a couple of teams so far this year professionally. Played with the Kane County Cougars in the American Association. Also played with Winnipeg in the American Association. With those 2 teams in 16 games, hit to a .226 batting average and a .314 OBP. His senior season at college, though, was excellent with a .494 OBP, stole 15 bags in 19 attempts. Again, batting 9 in the lineup today. And that will be the lineup trying to give Braden Scott some run support. Last 3 outings for Braden Scott, he's gone at least 7 innings, given up 2 or less runs. It was 2 runs in the July 25th start at Ottawa. Did have to work through a lot of traffic in that game. 9 hits, 4 walks. Did a great job doing that. Again, limiting the runs. Only 2 runs allowed on him there. The July 31st game against Lake Erie went 7 innings of 1-run baseball, 4 hits, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts, but did take a bad luck loss as Evansville was shut out in that game. and then pitched the August 5th game earlier this week against New York. 7 innings, shutout baseball, 4 base runners allowed, 11 strikeouts. He's only had one game since June 12th where he struck out less than 7 batters. Again, the Frontier League leader in strikeouts with 115. Enters with a 3.32 ERA. He's 5-4. And after the resumed game from May 25th against Lake Erie, where he also had 10 strikeouts, became the all-time Evansville Otters leader in strikeouts. Again, he has been fantastic for Evansville. He's been their ace all season. He's been excellent all season. Gearing up for the 1:05 p.m. or start time here at Windy City. Evansville entering at 27-50. Currently the Central Division with Lake Erie on top at 45-30. They're now 2 games ahead of Washington. Both teams won last night. Washington at 44-33, just 2 games back. Florence with their loss last night to Lake Erie, now at 34-41, 11 games behind Lake Erie. They're only 8 games in front of Evansville. For Windy City, they're at 30 wins this year, 30-47, 7-3 in their last 10, 17 games out from the first place Schaumburg Boomers, who currently sit at 47-30. They are closely followed by the Gateway Grizzlies at 45-31, a game and a half back. Mississippi, who leapfrogged Joliet earlier this week at 38-38. Evansville will face them for 3 games from Tuesday to Thursday this week. Evansville will travel there Monday, play 3 games, all 3 of them at 6:30 p.m. They will travel back to Bosse Field to take on the Joliet Slammers for the weekend series from the 15th to the 17th. Still 9 more games at home this year. After this one, will be 9 more games on the road. 18 total games left in this season, and man, has time flown by. It feels like just yesterday we were getting started for the first game against Gateway, all the way back on May 9th. After the game on May 8th was rained out and postponed to May 10th and played a doubleheader there. We'll head to a short break here on the Otters Digital Network, and when we're back, we'll have the national anthem and first pitch.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
As they start to get set up for the 1:05 p.m. scheduled start time here at Ozinga Field, they start to give their starting lineups to the field. Just want to remind you guys, thank you so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon for Otters baseball. It's been a long season for Evansville. It's been filled with a lot of ups and downs. But man, it's been tons of ups when Braden Scott's been on the mound. Entering with a 3.32 ERA, currently 5-4 on the season. It's been some tough bad luck losses for him, but when he's been on the mound, it feels like you've got so much of an opportunity to win any game you play, no matter who the team. Again, the game against New York earlier this week, the Boulders, who are currently amidst a tough playoff race, came in and shut them down in 7 innings. He'll try to do the same against the Windy City Thunderbolts, but Evansville, for the offensive side of the ball, will go up against Dante Maeda, who's making his 8th start of the season. Reminder, his last time out against Washington, pitched 5 shutout innings, allowing 2 hits and 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. That would lead Windy City en route to a 2-0 win in that game. He threw 92 pitches. For Braden Scott, he's thrown 100 pitches in every start except for his first one, so expect him to follow suit in that one as well. Time for the national anthem here at Ozinga Field. Let you listen as we get set for the first pitch here on the Otters Digital Network. It's about time for baseball here at Ozinga Field. The Otters getting set to make their 8th appearance in a rubber match on the road. They will be hitting at first, led by the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, as he will to get us underway a similar way he did last night, a leadoff triple to start the game last night. Unfortunately, Evansville was not able to push him across. But again, this Otters team has had some games where they've been excellent on offense. They've also gone up against a ton of good pitching in this Frontier League as well. And as Dante Maeda takes the mound, he will start his warm-ups. Maeda on the mound behind the plate is Craig Corliss. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenover Road, or call at 812-475-9000. Mentioned that Maeda is entering at a 5.48 ERA in 11 games. He's made 7 starts. He's pitched 42 2/3 innings, 35 strikeouts to 22 walks. So a guy that Evansville can get to. Hopefully tonight, Evansville will be able to attack him early and give Braden Scott an early lead. Maeda, the right-handed pitcher, still warming up on the mound. Maeda, the 22-year-old, finished up his college career this season with the Clark Pride in the NAIA, where he pitched to a 4.89 ERA in 13 starts, 77 innings, struck out 82 to just 35 walks. This season with the Frontier League, his strikeouts are a little bit down, but his walks around the same. He had 5 complete games in both seasons during his 24 and 25 season pitching with the Clark Pride. And Dennis Pierce will step in for the first time today, again trying to start off Evansville on the right foot. Pierce making his 32nd appearance in the leadoff spot this year. First pitch to him finds the zone, and that's how we start underway here. First pitch at 1:09 p.m. Sunny skies, a little bit cloud coverage, 89 degrees. Next pitch to him finds the zone again, and quickly he's behind 0-2. It's 40 starts in the season for Dennis Pierce. You mentioned 31 of them have been in the leadoff spot, and he's been excellent there. 0-2 pitch, taken just outside. Great take from Pierce. Make that count 1-2 now. Pierce this season with 3 leadoff home runs, his last coming on July 22nd against Quebec. That one grounded foul, and he stays alive. 69 home runs on the season for Evansville this year. They've slowed down a little bit from where they were at, but they are still 7th in the Frontier League in home runs. 1-2 pitch, able to foul tip it, just stay alive. Good at bat here from Pierce to start this game. So this last night against the starter Worley, some good at bats. Pierce had one of those. Maeda looks into his catcher, agrees, and comes set. Delivers the 1-2 pitch, checked his swing. That one hit him. So it hit Dennis Pierce, and a leadoff base runner for Evansville in the first inning here. Next up is going to be Ellis Schwartz. Schwartz got the night off last night. He's back in the 2-hole tonight, playing in left field. Game 1 of the series went 0 for 4, did get an RBI walk, though. Maeda looks at first, now delivers the first pitch. Misses low for ball 1. So after getting out in front of Dennis Pierce 0-2, a couple of well-fought-off pitches for Pierce. Just hit by pitch, and now Schwartz starts ahead 1-0. Maeda with a closed stance on the mound. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. Foul tipped, lost his bat towards the Otters dugout. Hit just above it. Now the count's 1-1. Not the first time we've seen this from the Otters this weekend, really. Saw it last night from Tavares as well. Schwartz is going to go back and some pine tar back on his bat and try to reset himself as the count's now 1-1. Schwartz making his way back to the plate, entering this ballgame with a .256 batting average, his OBP up to .337. Had an excellent month of July when he was at the plate, and he's been excellent here in August as well. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Maeda. That one finds a zone at the knees. And now Schwartz is going to be behind 1-2. Schwartz started 2 games this week against New York. 3 hits in those 2 games. Pinch hit on August 7th as well. And here's the 1-2 delivery. That one misses outside. Good take from Schwartz. And the count will be at 2-2. Schwartz, one of the batters in this lineup that have been very young rookies. That pitch, or that throw over rather, nothing doing of Dennis Pierce. Schwartz turned 24 on June 13th. And now awaits the next 2-2 delivery from Maeda. That one in the dirt. Pierce got a head start over at second. Now he goes back to second. Throw is going to be in time, and they got him. Count runs full to Ellis Schwartz, but Dennis Pierce tried to read the bounce pitch. It was a good stop by the catcher Corliss. Threw it over to first rather. Pierce, knowing he wasn't going to get back, decided to go to second. The first baseman over there, Kuzimka today, almost didn't recognize it. Payoff pitch, that misses inside, ball 4. A Deerhead side walk cafe and bar, and there is a 1-out base runner for Evansville. Pierce made it a close play at second, but Kuzimka, the good throw over to second, wasn't time to get him. So it'll be Graham Brown up to the 3-hole tonight. First pitch to him. That one lined up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Speaking of young players, Graham Brown, 23 years of age. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one on a line towards second, past Josh Gibson over there. Ellis rounding second. He's going to try for third. Throw's going to come in, and it's going to be in time, and the Otters run into another out. Graham Brown gets the first hit of the game for Evansville, but Ellis Schwartz trying to go from first to third gets thrown out on a great throw from the right fielder Feltz. And now there's 2 away with a runner at first base. Now it'll be Logan Brown, the oldest Otter in this lineup at 28 years old. First pitch to him. That one's hit well into center. It's going to send Sandel over towards his right. It's going to left center. That one's going to get over the head of the left fielder Serratos. Brown rounding third. He's going to head for home. No throw, and the Otters jump in front early. They lead 1-0. Logan Brown on a hit that just kept carrying out to left center, kept tailing towards Serratos, just over his glove. And even with the base running mistakes, Evansville does jump in front 1-0, giving Braden Scott an early lead. And now it's going to be L.J. Jones who will step in with 2 outs and another runner in scoring position. Jones, the only other Otter above 24 years old in the lineup. First pitch to him. That one misses outside for ball 1. Reached twice last night, a single and a walk. Big chance here for Evansville to add to their lead. Maeda now delivers the 1-0 pitch, swings through that off speed. Count evens up at 1-1 for LJ Jones, the former 5th-round pick of the St. Louis Cardinals. Made it as high as AA before joining Evansville this season. Here's the 1-1. Takes that one low. Great take from Jones. Counts 2-1. Jones this season has hit the ball hard a ton. Hasn't translated into extra base hits all the time. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That one misses low. Now it's 3-1. But when you look at consistency, he's been around 270, 280 all season. Eight doubles, 6 home runs, 79 hits, and 74 games for him. Maeda looks back at second, delivers a 3-1 pitch, takes that one low for ball 4. Second Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar of the inning, and it's going to extend the inning to J.J. Cruz. Bit of a different lineup for Evansville today. Saw Graham Brown into the 3 hole. He got a single. L.J. Jones down to the 5 spot. Keenan Taylor down to 7. J.T. Benson from 2 to 8. Just trying to change the lineup after last night only scoring 1 run. J.J. Cruz batted 7 last night. He's up to 6. And he's got 2 runners on and 2 away here in the first. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Cruz entering the ball game with a .254 batting average, hit his 9th home run in the 3rd game against New York. It was a 3-run shot that extended the lead to 7-0 at that point in the 3rd inning. And he's in a big spot here, chance to add some runs early. And anytime you give Braden Scott an early lead, it is always going to be extra tough for the other team to come back. Maeda looks into his catcher and agrees and comes set. Looks back at second and delivers the 1-0 pitch to Cruz. Swings that one high, fly ball, shallow left field. It's going to send Serratos in. He's going to be able to get under it, bring it in for out number 3. So the Otters run into a couple of outs, but are able to pick up a run on the Logan Brown double. The Otters give Braden Scott a 1-0 lead as he comes to mound in the bottom half of the first here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
To the bottom of the first we go. Braden Scott takes the mound. Scott on the mound behind the plate. Logan Brown, that pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Scott making his 17th start of the season. He's in 100.1 innings this season. He's thrown 115 strikeouts to 49 walks. And And he will step onto the rubber with an early 1-0 lead. Still early in this ball game, obviously. He delivers the first pitch to Feltz. That one misses inside. He'll start behind Feltz 1-0. Feltz, the strong throw from right field to gun down Ellis Schwartz last inning. That one finds the zone, and the count will even up at 1-1. Entering the ball game with a .292 batting average after a couple of hits last night. That one, soft looper into foul territory. It'll bounce off the fence right in front of the Otters dugout, and the count's 1-2. A double and an RBI for him last night. Struck out twice in last night's game. Went 0 for 4. 3 strikeouts in game 1 of the series. Steps back into the right-handed batter's box, awaiting the 1-2 pitch from Scott. And that one chopped foul off of his back foot. And we'll do it again. Mentioned this before this week, but Feltz, the leadoff hitter for a reason, gets on base at a .386 clip, has stolen 34 bags and 40 attempts, and now he fouls off the next 1-2 pitch. And he's showing here the battle he's able to give. And Scott steps back onto the rubber, trying to find a way to get Feltz out. Here's the next 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Scott starts right where he left off. A German-American bank strikeout to begin the game, and there's one away. This Otters team has been excellent on the mound this week. Back-to-back games with at least 15 strikeouts, 16 back in the finale against New York. And here's the first pitch to Michael Sandals. That one misses just inside for ball 1. It was 16 in the opener this weekend, 15 last night. Now here's the 1-0 delivery. Scott works quickly. That one finds the zone. He jumps back in the count at 1-1. Saw an excellent start from Alex Canny back in the series opener. 10 strikeouts in 5 innings for him. 1-1 inside, 2-1. And then the 9 strikeouts for Ryan Wiltsey last night. And now Scott delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one in the zone. Blew the fastball by him at 90 miles per hour, and the count's 2-2. Here is the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled towards the right side. And we'll do it again. Sandal, the big 2 RBI double into right field last night to break this game open. It was 4-1 at that point. A 2 RBI double to make it 6-1 where the score would end. Now the 2-2 chopped up the middle. Jackson, first attempt throw to first is not in time. Sandal beats it out for an infield single. Darryl Jackson over at short played the hop pretty well, but the speed of Sandal wins out, and there is a 1-out base runner for the Thunderbolts as James Dunlap will come to the plate next. Dunlap last night 3 for 5, currently on a 5-game hitting streak. Scott staring down to first base, now delivers the first pitch. That one lined to left center, that's going to get through for a base hit. That one's going to roll close to the wall. Schwartz able to try it. He can't cut it off. Now Sandal's going to round third. He's going to head home, and Dunlap's going to be in for a 1-out double to tie this game right back up. Nope. So Dunlap took a first pitch to left center field. Schwartz tried to cut it off with the slide out there, but I don't know if even if he had cut it off, he was going to be able to make the play in time to keep Sandal at third. So now it's David Mayberry, a chance to jump Windy City out to the lead as they have instantly gotten that run back. Scott working from the stretch, looks back at second and delivers the first pitch to Mayberry. Fastball misses high. It's from behind 1-0. Scott, the former Indiana Hoosier, joined Evansville after his college career in 21, was signed to Toronto. Is that one on the ground at the middle? Nice snag by Braden Scott. He's going to go to third base, and now it's going to be Dunlap caught in a rundown. Pierce with the ball. He's going to throw it to second. Now Cruz takes it. He takes the easy tag, and a heads-up play from Braden Scott, and there's 2 away with a runner not in scoring position anymore. Rolled up a fielder's choice 1-5-4. And there's 2 away. Runner at first base now is David Mayberry. It'll be Christian Kazimka to hit with 2 away here. First pitch to him. It's a breaker. Swung out in front of it. Fouled up towards the left side, but it's going to get out of play. And it'll be an 0-1 count to Kazimka. First time this weekend we're seeing Kazimka get a start. Did appear as a pitcher back in the series opener. Scott trying to keep this game tied. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one finds the zone at the knees. And has got Kazimka at 0-2. Kazimka entering with a 201 batting average. Has appeared in 4 games as a pitcher. Now swings and a miss for strike 3. Second German-American Bank strikeout for Braden Scott in the inning. Windy City does tie it back up. We'll head to the second inning, knotted up at 1 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WIIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Through 1 here at Ozinga Field. Otters jumped out in front with a Logan Brown double. Windy City answered right back with a double of their own from James Dunlap. Scored Michael Sandel, but Braden Scott with a heads-up play to cut down that runner at third base and getting the strikeout to end the inning keeps this game knotted up at 1. Evansville got a couple of hits off of Maeda. Reached twice on walks and was hit by a pitch, but ran into 2 outs on the base paths. Dennis Pierce tried to advance to second on a pitch that was in the dirt. It was caught in the middle. And then Ellis Schwartz trying to go from first to third on a single from Graham Brown. Gave 2 outs to Maeda, who will go back into the second inning facing 7, 8, 9 for Evansville, which is Keenan Taylor, JT Benson, and Daryl Jackson. First pitch to Keenan Taylor. Swings through that one. Hefty swing there from Taylor, but misses, and he goes behind 0-1. Taylor last night, the home run down the line that gave Evansville their lone run. The 0-1 pitch, beauty of a breaker. Finds the outside corner, and the count's 0-2. Obviously an interesting play that was initially called foul, was eventually overturned as Taylor calls time to get a couple of practice swings in there. Hitless in game 1 of the series, had back-to-back games with 2 hits against New York as he takes that pitch outside and away. Count 1-2. Him and Graham Brown both been going through the rookie wall, but both of them seeming to come out on the other end. 1-2, that one's popped up. It's going to get out of play. Up and overhead for an overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. And again, the thing we've been talking about, It's an extremely young offensive side for Evansville. Only 2 players above 24 in the starting lineup, those being Logan Brown and LJ Jones. The 1-2, good take from Taylor. That one misses high and wide. 2-2 now. Taylor being one of those, played 1 season at Butler, 2 years at Purdue, joined Evansville and instantly became one of their best players, was an all-star this year. 2-2 hit pretty well into the left. That's going to send Serratos back, still going back. That one's to the track, that one's to the wall, and that one's gone! Keenan Taylor homers in back-to-back games, and Evansville gets the lead back. They lead 2-1. The wind blowing from right to left helped him get that one out of the park. And now it's JT Benson to follow. Benson will step in. .273 batting average on the season. First pitch to him swinging. Goes behind 0-1. That for Keenan, his 10th home run of the season. Now 3 Evansville Otters in double digits of home runs. Those being Dennis Pierce, Graham Brown, and Keenan Taylor. Now here's the 0-1 pitch. That one hit pretty well into left center. That's sending Sandel back. That one's to the track. That one's over his head and off the wall. Benson rounding first. He's heading into second. He's going to be able to jog in, slide, and a Deerhead double-decker double and back-to-back extra base hits off Maeda in this inning. Chance to extend that lead now as we get to see the first at-bat for Daryl Jackson. Both Otters in this inning have ambushed pitches. And now it's Daryl Jackson, a chance to get his first at-bat as an Otter with a runner in scoring position. Here's the first pitch to him. That one misses low. Jumps out in front, 1-0. Jackson played 4 seasons with the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks. Did play some baseball with the American Association between Kane County and Winnipeg. Now he's here with Evansville as he awaits the 1-0 pitch from Maeda. That one misses high. It's 2-0. Jackson stands at the back of the right-handed box. Defense playing mostly straight up. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses low. Now it's 3-0. Maeda so far has only recorded 1 out. That hasn't come from a base running mistake from Evansville. Looks back at second. Now delivers the 3-0 pitch. Jackson takes that one high and in for ball 4. A Deerhead side walk, cafe, and bar, and there's runners at first and second. No one away here in the second inning. Back to the top of the lineup, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game. Dennis Pierce gets a chance to bat with 2 runners on. Talk about rookies that have broken out. He has been one of them. Joined halfway through the season. He has been excellent. Here's the first pitch to him. That one, soft looper into right. That one's hooking to foul territory. That one's going to get over the head of the first baseman, Kuzimka. He'll start behind 0-1. Pierce's first time up was hit by a pitch. Was cut down after he tried to initially advance on a pitch that was in the dirt. Didn't have enough time to go back, so he tried to take second base, but was caught down at second. The 0-1 pitch, that one misses just outside, and the count evens up to 1-1. Maeda sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one misses high and wide. Now it's 2-1 to the Otters' third baseman. Maeda already with 37 pitches. Still hasn't recorded an out in the second inning yet. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swung through that one. Big swing from Pierce, but comes up empty. Now he's behind, or the count's evened up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Taken, call, strike 3 on the outside corner. Maeda gets the first out of the inning, with those runners still at first and second base. Next up is Ellis Schwartz. Chance for him. He walked his first time up. Was cut down trying to advance from first to third on a Graham Brown single. Here's the first pitch to him. That one misses low and in for ball 1. He awaits the 1-0 pitch from Maeda. Looks back at second. Now delivers. That one, high fly ball, shallow left field. Serrato's going to come in on it. He's going to be able to bring it in for out number 2. Both runners will stay where they're at. Now there's 2 away for Graham Brown. Brown exploded out of the gate of this season. Slowed down a little bit in mid-season, but 5 hits over his last 3 games, including a double last night, a double back on the 7th. 4 RBIs over those 3 games as well. Already has a hit today. First pitch to him, swung. That one hit into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to send Benson home. Serratos can't bring it in. Jackson rounding second, heading to third. He's going to stay put. Brown slides into second base. And another run comes in to score for Evansville. They now lead 3-1. Didn't wait around to Graham Brown. Took a first pitch. Hit it into left center field, well off the bat. And now runners at second and third. 2 away for Logan Brown, who doubled his last time up. First pitch to him, checked his swing. Didn't mean to go, but he did, and he's behind 0-1. They do rule it a single and an error on Serratos out in left field to allow Graham Brown to reach third or second. 0-1 pitch, finds his own in the outside corner. Now Logan Brown got to fight from behind 0-2. These two, Logan Brown and Graham Brown, have been batting back-to-back really for a good part of second half of July into August. And that one hit well into left field, but it's going to get out of play, and the count will stay 0-2. Both of them have been excellent. Obviously, Logan Brown, when you look at the offense in general, kind of the veteran of this squad. Here's the next 0-2 delivery. That one fouled off again. Another good at bat here from Logan Brown. Seen him do this many times this year. He might get behind early, but he never goes down without a fight. 2 hits and a double back in the opener, a double already in this game. Maeda sets and delivers the next 0-2 delivery. That one chopped up the middle over the glove of Maeda. The shortstop Dunlap on the run. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. So 1-6-3 out to get him out of the inning, but the Otters add 2 more runs. They now take a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the second here on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances.
Welcome back into Ozinga Field. Otters lead 3-1 as we head to the top of the third. Sorry for those that were listening to the YouTube cast. The Wi-Fi cut out for just a little bit. We are back online. Braden Scott worked a 1-2-3 inning in the second inning with a German-American bank strikeout of Josh Gibson. So he will get the Otters bats back up quickly. As it will be the bat of L.J. Jones, the first one to meet Maeda here in the top of the third. It'll be Jones, Cruz, and Keenan Taylor. L.J. Jones earned a walk his last time up. Jones last night mentioned he reached base safely twice in that game, a walk and a hit. Earned a walk in game one of the series as well as the first pitch misses high for ball one. Evansville's done a lot of good work against Maeda so far. 5 hits, 3 walks, just 1 strikeout for the Evansville squad. They've driven in 3 runs as well. 1-0 pitch on the ground towards short. Backhanded by Dunlap, can't field it cleanly. Long throw to first is not in time. L.J. Jones beats it out. It's going to be a tough play for Dunlap. Tried to field it quicker than when he had it, and L.J. Jones takes advantage and a leadoff base runner for Evansville. Looks like they are marking it a hit, so Jones now 1 for 1 with a walk. Now it's J.J. Cruz stepping up. First time up, flew out to left field. I'll try to keep this hit parade going for Evansville. Already 6 hits the first 2+ innings. As the first pitch swung on and missed for Cruz. He'll start behind 0-1. Maeda gives a look at first base and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one in the dirt. Good take from Cruz there. Count 1-1. Cruz, who joined Evansville last year, has really turned himself into a great hitter at the plate this year. The lefty hitting .254 with 9 home runs, 8 doubles. The 1-1 fouled off right behind the plate. Now it's 1-2. Played his last 2 seasons of college ball at Hope International of the NAIA. Last year with Evansville had a .250 batting average, a home run, and 2 doubles. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Couldn't catch it. And there's one away with a runner at first base. It'll be to Keenan Taylor. Taylor, the solo shot back in the second inning to get Evansville their lead back. Both teams scored a run in the first. Evansville got 2 in the top of the second. Keenan Taylor's home run and Graham Brown's double to score J.T. Benson. First pitch to him, misses outside and low. So he'll jump out in front 1-0. Taylor, an all-star starter, a home run derby participant. Waits the 1-0 pitch. That one does find the zone. Good pitch by Maeda there to get back in the count at 1-1. Had a .309 batting average, a .421 OBP in his senior season with Purdue. Throw over to first base, nothing doing. That was last year in 24. Spent time in the summer between the Morehead City Marlins and the Frederick Keys of the MLB Draft League. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one outside, 2-1. Taylor this season, you might remember, started really batting in the 9-hole when he did start, but slowly and surely worked his way up. He's been hitting 4 and 5 for most games recently. Here's the 2-1. That one hit pretty well deep into left field. Serrato's back. He can only watch. Keenan Taylor does it again. Second home run of the game for Keenan Taylor, his third in 2 games. And the Otters double up their lead. They now lead 5-1. How about that? This home run last night was almost foul, almost taken away from him, but since then he has really found his groove. Now his 11th home run of the season. Jumps him to the top of the leaderboards for the Otters. And you can see the Otters dugout there going crazy for him. And now it's JT Benson to follow that. First pitch does find the zone. Gets behind 0-1. That is the 4th Otter this season to have multi-home run games. That pitch misses high. It's 1-1. Graham Brown did it back on June 18th. Pavin Parks before he went to Gateway, had 2 separate games of 2 home runs, and J.J. Cruz, obviously his 3 home run game back on July 4th. So that pitch misses inside. It's 2-1 now. Add Keenan Taylor to that list. That one misses high. Now it's 3-1 to J.T. Benson. Daryl Jackson waiting on deck. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one misses outside ball 4. A Deerhead side walk, cafe, and bar. And the Otters keep pushing here with a 1-out base runner of J.T. Benson. And now we're going to get a quick meeting on the mound. No one warming up in the Thunderbolts bullpen that I can see. So not going to take him out, but obviously need to have a conversation as the Otters have put up 5 runs through the first 3 innings. 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, now 2 here in the third off the Keenan Taylor 2-run shot. Again, Jackson, his first game here with the Otters. First time up, earned a walk with a runner at second base. Got to third base after the Graham Brown single, but was stranded there. Now a chance to hit with 1 out, 1 on. The Otters trying to continue to add to their lead. They're up 5-1. Obviously giving Braden Scott a big lead like this is always nice, but no reason to stop adding on if you can. Maeda back onto the mound, comes set, delivers the first pitch. Benson got a big jump over there, but decided not to go as the first pitch misses low for ball 1. Next pitch, that one hard on the ground towards third. Greer tried to backhand it, but didn't come up with it. Benson trying to go from first to third. He will. Jackson will get into second base. And a mistake there from Jalen Greer trying to make a quick turn. Puts runners at second and third with only 1 away. Looks like they're going to give an error to Greer on that one. But his defense, Maeda's defense not helping him on that one. And now he'll face Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 away. Maeda comes set, infield in, first pitch to him. Does find the zone in the outside corner. Jumps out in front 0-1. Pierce 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his first time up, struck out his second time. That one on the ground. Greer snags it. He's going to hold both runners. Throw to first is in time, and there's 2 away. So now the Otters are going to need a hit or a mistake from Windy City to score that run from third. And it'll be Ellis Schwartz up. Also 0 for 1 today with a walk. Also flew out to left field his last time up. Him and Pierce both hitting for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Maeda sets and delivers the first pitch. That one misses low and wide. Good stop there by the catcher, Corliss. And the count's 1-0. I mentioned that it's Corliss getting his first start of the weekend, his 7th appearance as a Windy City Thunderbolt. Maeda sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch to Schwartz. That one fouled directly back, and it evens it up at 1-1. Corliss started the season with Joliet, played 5 games with him. He's played 6 games here with Windy City in his age 28 season. Here's the 1-1 delivery to Schwartz. Takes that one low. Now it's 2-1 to the Otters left fielder. Schwartz signed back on June 5th, started that game. Started off with a 2-hit game in that one. That one fouled directly back. Counts now 2-2. Made a quick impression with that June 5th game against Mississippi. A couple of hits and a double, as well as a couple of RBIs. Didn't get a hit, but got an RBI in the June 7th game against Washington, and then on June 8th got another 2-hit game, went 2 for 5 with a double in that one as well. Now he's become an everyday starter. Here's the 2-2. Throws his bat out there up the middle towards the shortstop Dunlap. Snags it, throw to first in time for out number 3. So Maeda does strand a couple, but Keenan Taylor's 2nd home run of the game doubles the Otters' lead. They now lead by 4. They lead 5-1. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Braden Scott out there for the 3rd inning. Now has a 4-run lead to work with after the Otters put up 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third. Both teams put up a run in the first. Has led us to 5-1. It's 7 hits for the Otters, a couple of errors as well for Windy City. Has allowed Evansville to jump out early. Rubber match of this series. Otters took game 1 7-0. Last night it was Windy City got the better of the Otters, 6-1. That was a close game. It was 2-1 after the Keenan Taylor home run in the 7th, but Windy City bounced back with a run of their own in the bottom of the 7th and put up 3 in the 8th to extend it to 6-1. Evansville would be sent down 9 up, 9 down by Caleb Rydell to finish that game as he earned his 7th save of the season. And it will be Craig Corliss. First time the Otters are seeing him this week at the plate. He's played some good catcher back there. Now he waits the first pitch from Scott. It finds the zone. Braden Scott starts quickly. He's ahead 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Count 0-2 as Scott slipped a little bit after he finished that pitch. He's back on the mound. Quick time called by Corliss. Now he steps back in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back directly. Corliss stays alive. Scott, so far, 3 strikeouts, has given up an earned run on 2 hits. No walks yet. But when Scott starts to settle in, he becomes almost unhittable. Here's the 0-2, fouled directly back off the mask of Logan Brown. We've seen the same thing kind of from Yohan Gonzalez, similar where first couple of innings, maybe they both struggle a little bit, kind of work around a little bit of inconsistencies. We saw Braden Scott a couple starts ago, started the game with 3 straight walks. But man, when they settle in, they become so hard to hit. Here's the 0-2 inside. Of course, had to jump out of the way of that one. Count 1-2. You got to think for Evansville, this is a huge game. Obviously, maybe not standings-wise, considering the point of the season, as that one misses low. It's 2-2. But this year, Evansville's been so close so many times to getting that first road series win. This is their 8th rubber match of the season. And in 7 of those, they've won the first game and lost game 2. Same formula here, but they've got a 5-1 lead as that one just misses inside. Count runs full. So now the count's full to Corliss, who's worked it back. Here's the payoff pitch. Misses just low, ball 4. So Corliss works from 0-2 to a walk to start off this inning and a leadoff base runner as we head back to the top of the lineup and Cam Feltz. Feltz 0 for 1 in the game. He struck out his first time up. Scott from the stretch, throws over to first base. Corliss late getting back, but he's still back in time. Feltz this series, a couple of hits. He's 2 for 8. But he struck out 6 times. Here's the first pitch to him. Swings that one, fouls it out of play. So he starts behind 0-1. No home runs on the season for Feltz, but 5 doubles and 3 triples. A .292 batting average and 34 stolen bases on the season. Here's the 0-1. Scores on a bunt, puts it down right in front of Scott. He'll take it himself, throw to second. A dot to second is in time. Another heads-up play from Braden Scott cuts down the lead runner. Feltz does make it to first with ease, and there's 1 away. Saw Scott in the first inning. Instead of going to first on an easy play on a ball back up the middle, he went to third and got the runner there. This time, Feltz, who sets down another bunt. So he throws over to first base. Quick pickoff attempt, nothing doing there. Feltz has shown to be really good at laying down bunts. That one was directly back to Braden Scott. And now it's Michael Sandel. First pitch to him, misses high and wide for ball 1. See a lot of times when pitchers get those back to the mound, they try to spin throw it to second. Sometimes they can go wide. Sometimes they can cause chaos. Here's the 1-0. Inside, ball 2. But Braden Scott on that one was a perfect delivery to J.J. Cruz. Now you got Feltz over at first base. We mentioned a big stolen base threat. Scott, who does a really good job at holding runners with his move to the plate. Still looking over at first base, taking his time. Now delivers the 2-0. That one finds the zone at the letters. Make it 2-1 to Michael Sandel. Sandel with 3 RBIs last night. Again, the team leader in home runs as that one is fouled up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 2-2. Entering with a .256 batting average is Sandel. Here's the 2-2. Feltz takes off. Pitch is high. Throw down is not going to be in time as Feltz beats it out. Count runs full and a stolen base for Cam Feltz, his 35th of the year. And now a runner in scoring position. Counts full to Sandel. Infield playing him to pull. Scott looks back at second, still staring him down. And time called, I believe, by Sandel. As Scott was about to deliver the pitch, he ended up throwing it, but again, time was called before. Scott taking his time walking back to the mound now. Count is still full, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Otters lead 5-1. Windy City trying to cut into that lead here. Here's the payoff. No, he spins throw. He throws it back. Feltz was trying to take third, and now he's in a rundown. Pierce is going to tag him. Feltz goes out of the baseline. Either way, there's 2 away. A move so good that it fooled me. Feltz again took a big jump. He wasn't full stealing. Tried to get back second, similar to what we saw from Dennis Pierce earlier. It was caught in the middle. Good rundown play there by the Otters with J.J. Cruz and Dennis Pierce. Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses high and wide, ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Braden Scott, his second of the inning. And there is a 2-out base runner for James Dunlap, who doubled back in the first, the lone RBI of the night for the Thunderbolts in this game. Again, there is still a win from right to left. Similar to last night, very strong wind. Here's the first pitch to Dunlap. That one misses high and wide, ball 1. Again, every once in a while you get these innings from Braden Scott where his accuracy just isn't as on point as it typically is this season. This is one of those innings, but he's worked through it really well. Scott delivers the 1-0. That one misses just wide. It's 2-0. Over there at first base, see it a lot. Sandel, first move is back to first. And again, that's what I mean when talk about Scott having a great move to the plate at holding those runners on at first. Scott sets, throws over to first base, nothing doing on Sandel. Count 2-0 to Dunlap. Team leader in average at .314 in 53 games for Dunlap. 3 hits last night. Hit back in game 1 of the series. Here's the 2-0. High and wide, 3-0. Now Logan Brown going to go out and walk out to the mound, talk with his pitcher for a second. Dunlap 4 for 9 on the series, a strikeout. And now Max Peterson and the trainer, Mandy Flager, to come out as Scott's trying to say he's fine, but they want to make sure. Obviously, you don't want to risk anything. Scott has thrown a ton of pitches this season. Mentioned he's gone over 100 in every outing except for his first one. Braden Scott reassuring that he is okay. So now, satisfied with that, Max Peterson's going to walk off and leave it to his pitcher. Counts 3-0 to Dunlap as he steps back in. Runner at first base, 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Couple of walks in this inning for Scott. Sets and delivers the 3-0. That one finds the zone at the knees. So make it a 3-1 count now as he gets back into the count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one fouled off, and now he's worked it back to full. So he went down 3-0. Got a couple of strikes, counts full. Dunlap at the plate. 7 doubles, 3 triples, a home run. 17 walks to just 23 strikeouts. Here's the payoff pitch. That one on the ground, past the hole between the shortstop and third baseman, Pierce. As that one will be a 2-out base knock, and runners will be at first and second with 2 away. Sandel was supposed to get a head start. Didn't really run until very late. So no chance for him to try to take third. But now for the second of 3 innings, there's a runner in scoring position with 2 away, and it's David Mayberry. Otters still lead by 4, but Windy City trying to cut into that lead here. They've got an opportunity to do that. Here's the first pitch to Mayberry. That one finds the zone. Scott back in the zone last 4 pitches. Counts 0-1. This pitch, 50 on the game for Braden Scott. So he delivers. That one lined into center. It's going to send Brown back, still going, but he's going to be able to bring it in on the run for out number 3. So Windy City threatens, but can't put up a run. We're through 3 here at Ozinga Field. Otters lead 5-1 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We're through 3 here at Ozinga Field. Just south of Chicago. Evansville leads 5-1. Put up 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Keenan Taylor already with 2 home runs on the game. An RBI double from Logan Brown, as well as an RBI single from the man at the plate, Graham Brown. He will step on leading off here in the fourth. 2 hits already for him in the game. Maeda out there for another inning of work. First pitch line to right. That one's going to get down into the wall. Serratos will play it off the walls. It will get over. So a ground rule, Deerhead double, Decker double. And Graham Brown picks up right where this offense left off. And there's a runner in scoring position with no one out. Gotta start to wonder how long they're going to leave Maeda out there. So the Otters have seen him so well, already 8 hits here in the top of the 4th, and now it's Logan Brown to follow that. He's 1 for 2. First pitch, squares on the bunt, puts it down, beauty down the third base line. Greer's going to play it, throw to first, is not going to be in time. Logan Brown beats out a bunt single. Good play by the first baseman, Kazimka, to make sure he grabs it. But now there are runners on the corners, no one away for L.J. Jones. Maeda already with 72 pitches so far in the game. And L.J. Jones, who singled his last time up, he's 1 for 1 with a walk. Scored on the Keenan Taylor home run last time. Maeda will set and deliver the first pitch. That one misses outside. Great stop there by the catcher, Corliss. Seen that a couple of times. Corliss has played some really good backstop today. Hasn't let anything by him. Another great play there. Now here's the 1-0 pitch to Jones. That one misses low. It's 2-0. So after back-to-back first pitch hits, Maeda has missed the first 2 to L.J. Jones. Just trying to maintain this hot start for Evansville. Here's the 2-0. That one misses low. It's 3-0. J.J. Cruz awaits on deck, the only Otter not to reach in the ballgame so far. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Jones. That one misses, ball 4. A Deerhead sidewalk, cafe, and bar, and the bases are loaded. No one away, and J.J. Cruz going to step to the plate. And now it looks like there's going to be some action out in the Windy City bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one low, ball 1. 5 straight pitches have missed from Maeda, and now a conversation between Corliss and his pitcher. Cruz, one of 5 active Otters with 8 or more home runs. Enters this game with 9 home runs after hitting his 9th in the series finale against New York. He's also one of 7 active Otters with a 400 or better slugging percentage, entering this ballgame with a 405. Counts 1-0. Maeda, after the visit, comes set and delivers. That one fouled directly back, a little bit off the end of the bat. Count 1-1. Corners of the infield are coming in to play. Middle of the infield ready for potential double play opportunity. Outfield playing at normal depth as well, maybe a little bit deeper. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swings through that off speed. And now Cruz behind 1-2. He's going to have to try to fight to stay alive and try to push across a run if he can send one into the outfield, or more if he can find some green grass. Counts 1-2 as Maeda comes set and delivers. That one fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it. Maeda tried to go off speed, but Cruz able to stay on it well enough to at least foul it off. Otters leading 5-1, trying to add to that lead with the bases loaded, no one away. Here's the 1-2. That one fouled off. Cruz in a good battle here. Said it a lot this year, but man, when these Otters are taking at-bats like this, they have been so hard to get out. Haven't seen too many at-bats today where they just haven't been competitive at-bats. Here's the next 1-2. Takes that one high, it's 2-2. There are a lot of first pitch hits, but also been a ton of really good long at-bats, drawn out some walks. Keenan's first home run was on a 2-2 pitch. His second home run was on a 2-1 pitch. So he waits on deck. Here's the 2-2. That one line well into left. Serrato's over towards it. He's going to be able to get it under it for out number one. It will score Graham Brown easily. Logan Brown was halfway to third, so he'll head back. But the Otters do add a run. They now lead 6-1. So with one away, runners at first and second. It'll be Keenan and Taylor stepping to the plate. Two for two, 2 home runs, a solo shot in the second, a 2-run home run in the third, and now he steps on with 2 on, 1 away. Otters now lead 6-1. First pitch finds the mark inside. He'll start behind 0-1. He has now jumped to the lead in home runs for Otters this season with 11. Dennis Pierce and Graham Brown both with 10. Logan Brown getting a big step, but going back, the 0-1, that one's fouled off. And now Taylor behind 0-2. His first at bat of the game, he started 0-2, battled it back to 2-2 before he hit his home run. Maeda looks in and sets. And delivers. That one hit well to center. Sandel first in, now a little bit out on it. He leaps and catches it for out number 2. Both runners trying to tag. Jones thinks better of it and goes back to first. Logan Brown does advance to third base. There are 2 away. That one hit pretty well at the bat of Keenan Taylor, but that one just trying to stay alive, didn't get his full power into it. So with 2 away, it's up to JT Benson, runners on the corners. What a momentum boost it would be for Windy City if with the bases loaded and no one away, Maeda can get out with only giving up 1 run. Still has to get Benson here, but just needs to get him out. Doesn't need to worry about getting a double play or anything. First pitch, misses. No, called strike 1. Benson having a quick conversation with the home plate umpire. Today is Dario Rivero. Thought it was low, but called strike 1, so the count is 0-1. Maeda sets, delivers, takes that one low. Now it's 1-1. Logan Brown at third base, LJ Jones at first. Benson at the plate, awaiting the 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing, but he went. Now it's 1-2. That pitch was a little bit up and above the zone. So now he'll have to fight from behind 1-2. Maeda a strike away from getting out of the inning. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Good take from Benson there as that one dropped low, and it's 2-2. Tried to bring the off-speed pitch, but Benson wasn't biting. The former Louisville Cardinal at the plate. Second professional year for Benson It's a 2-2 count with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike 3. Goes down swinging. So Maeda does get out of the inning, does allow a run on the J.J. Cruz sac fly, but escapes further harm. Otters now lead 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Through 4.5 here at Ozinga Field. Otters lead 6-1. They've scored a run in each of the innings so far. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. And now Braden Scott's got a 5-run lead to work with. Had to work through some traffic his last inning. Feltz reached on a fielder's choice after he walked Craig Corliss. After Feltz stole second, good pickoff move from Braden Scott. Got Feltz leaning. Ended up getting him out after a rundown. Back-to-back walks to Michael Sandel and James Dunlap. Should say a walk in a single from James Dunlap. Put runners at first and second with 2 outs, but he got a fly out of James Mayberry to exit the inning scoreless. And now he'll face Christian Kazimka to start this inning. First pitch to him. That one swung on and fouled off. That one's going to get way out of play. It'll be an 0-1 count to Kazimka. Infield is playing him to pull J.J. Cruz basically up the middle. Daryl Jackson over at shortstop playing very far over, so a huge hole in between Cruz and Jackson. The 0-1 pitch tried to go backdoor breaker, just couldn't catch the outside part of the zone, and the count's evened up at 1-1. Pierce over at third, basically playing on the line. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one finds the zone, and now he's got Kazimka at 1-2. Really to either side of Cruz here, there's a ton of space to his left and to his right. LJ Jones is, there's pretty much complete open space on the right side of the infield as well. Outfield also playing in a slight shift. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back, we'll do it again. Kazimka in his 30th game of the season. 7 home runs, 8 doubles. Here's the next 1-2. That one high pop-up, shallow left field. Daryl Jackson looks like he's camped under it, and he will, and bring it in for out number 1. So quick out for Braden Scott. It'll be Jalen Greer up next. From 4-8, Braden Scott's looked good against this part of the lineup. Obviously only the second time through. But 1-3, and Corliss, who drew a walk, it's been his kryptonite so far tonight. Here's the first pitch to Greer. That one misses just outside for ball 1. Greer made his first start last night after being activated. 1-0 pitch, swung through that one way behind. Now it's 1-1. Last night was his first game since June 22nd. Did get a hit in his return. Now waits the 1-1 pitch. Takes that one outside. It's 2-1. Greer takes that one inside corner. Well placed by Scott. Now it's 2-2. 3 straight quality starts for Braden Scott. He has 8 on the season and 16 starts. 2-2. Taken just low. Count runs full. Scott disagrees a couple of times. Now agrees and winds and delivers. Chopped towards third, but it is foul. It's off the foot of Greer, so we'll do it again. Scott, it is a 10.32 K per 9 rate this season. The payoff pitch, that one soft looper into center. Carrying a little bit, it's going to send Brown back and brought in for out number 2. Went in to get that one, but powered it out pretty well at the center field. Graham Brown didn't have to move that much for it. With 2 away, it's up to Oscar Serratos. Serratos lined out to second his last time up. Hit it on a line, but it was right to the second baseman, Cruz. Now it's first pitch, backdoor breaker. Beauty of a pitch. Starts ahead 0-1. Now here's the 0-1 pitch, another breaker. That one a little bit higher in the zone. Serratos fouls it off, and now the count's 0-2. Serratos in his 70th game for Windy City this season. Went 1 for 4 in the opener with a strikeout. Played 2 games against Washington, went 0 for 8. Bit of a cold streak here for Serratos. Now he's got an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off towards the right side, stays alive. He had a .261 batting average back on July 6th. Currently down at .217. The 0-2, that one does miss high. Moves it to 1-2. The 1-2, curveball hanging just over the glove of Darryl Jackson. A 2-out base knock for Oscar Serratos extends the inning to Josh Gibson. Gibson in his 43rd game with Windy City this season. Every game he's played professionally has featured Windy City, even though he played 2 for Evansville. Both of them came against this Thunderbolts squad. And now a base runner 2 away. First pitch to Gibson. Fastball fouled back. Gibson will start behind 0-1. Gibson's worked himself to a .329 OBP. 7 doubles, 2 triples, does have a home run. Stands in the right-handed batter's box. Waits the 0-1 pitch. Scott looks at first now, delivers. That one misses inside 1-1. Serratos over at first base does have stolen base potential. Again, the Thunderbolts team not afraid to steal bases. Serratos 24 stolen bases for him this season. Has been caught 7 times. Here's the 1-1. That one on the ground towards third, just foul. Past the glove of Dennis Pierce, and the count's 1-2. as a team, 146 stolen bases for Windy City. They've been caught 45 times. Evansville tied for the second fewest amount of stolen bases this year, 76 stolen bases. They've been caught 23 times. And 1-2 pitch, runner takes off. That one a soft looper towards short. Jackson, a little bit of a slide and catches it for out number 3. So Scott works around a 2-out base runner. He's through 4, giving up just 1 run here in Windy City, ahead of the 5th for a short break on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Windy City call to the bullpen. Avery Cook takes the mound behind the plate. Craig Corliss. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Avery Cook enters for the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, guys, that bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evansville location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road, for details. Avery Cook making his 4th appearance this season for Windy City. In 3 appearances, he's worked 4 innings, given up 3 runs. He's walked 4, struck out 2. So the Sidewinder will get underway, facing the 9-hole hitter Daryl Jackson before heading back to the top of the Evansville lineup. He's going to enter in a mop-up role here as Evansville leads 6-1 as we enter the 5th inning. Avery Moore, 4-year player out of Purdue University. In his senior season, had a .450 ERA in 28 appearances. Pitched 42 innings. First pitch lined back up the middle for a base hit. Jackson will take a wide round around first, but will head back. One-out hit for Daryl Jackson. His first hit of the game. It's like 3rd time he's reached. And now we're back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. Didn't take long for Jackson to find him. First hit for Jackson in an Otters uniform. Quick throw over to first, nothing doing. Daryl Jackson over at first base, again in the senior season, stole 15 bags in 19 attempts. He's the first pitch to Pierce. Jackson takes off, pitch is a called strike. Throw down is not in time. Great swim move from Daryl Jackson to avoid the tag. Pierce will start behind 0-1, and there will be a runner at second base. Looks like Gibson didn't even catch the ball. I think he was going to be safe either way. Throw did beat him there, but it was an awkward catch from Gibson. I mean, he didn't catch it, but it was an awkward spot for Gibson, and now there's going to be a conversation between Corliss and Cook. Had he caught the ball, it would have been a close play. A great swim move from Jackson over there, I think had him beat, but either way, he's safe. Runner at second base, no one away here in the 5th. Dennis Pierce up for his 4th time in the game. 0 for 2, he's reached once on a hit by pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Front door breaker, chopped slowly towards third. That one's going to go just foul. And it'll be an 0-2 count. Cook had him off stride on the off-speed pitch. Pierce, a little bit of a down week for him. Couple of hits during his 4 games. Got a night off for the first game in Windy City. Throws his bat out there. Looper into right. It's going to be Feltz who brings it out number 1. Jackson's going to test him. Throw is going to come in a beauty, but a little bit off the line. So Jackson takes third base with 1 away. Aggressiveness pays off there as Feltz shows off his strong arm, but just a little bit off the line. So with 1 out, runner at third base, it's Ellis Schwartz with a chance to try to drive him in. Schwartz walked his first time up, still searching for his first hit of the game. First pitch finds the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Schwartz, who played his last 2 seasons at George Washington University, finished up his 2025 season there before joining Evansville. The 0-1 high pop-up. That one's going to get up and overhead for an overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count 0-2 as Schwartz calls time. Infield is in, trying to keep that 7th run from scoring. In Evansville's 3 wins this week, they've scored at least 6 runs. It was 6-0 against New York, 7-3 against New York, and then 7-0 in the opener here against Windy City. The 0-2, another foul ball. Good fight here from Schwartz as he stays alive. The newly added Daryl Jackson standing 90 feet away. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Schwartz. Chopped towards second. Gibson takes it in. He will hold Jackson at third and makes the play over at first base, and there's 2 away. So now the Otters are going to need a hit or a mistake from Windy City to score them. But it's Graham Brown up to the plate, who is 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. He's scored 2 runs already. Led off the 4th inning with a double. A single back in the 2nd that he reached second on after an error out and left. And then a single in the 1st. He was scored by Logan Brown. First pitch, front door breaker. A beauty of a pitch from Cook. Starts in front 0-1. Cook, his last time out against Washington, 1 1/3 scoreless. Here's the 0-1. That one, looper into left. That one's going to drop in front of Serratos for a base hit. Add another run for Evansville as Brown going to try to turn it into a double, and they call him out. Tried to be aggressive, thought he was safe, but now McCauley's going to be out there to talk with him. Otters do add their 8th or 7th run of the game. They lead 7-1 either way. But Graham Brown's 4th hit of the game adds a run. Otters lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We go to the bottom of the Buffalo Wild Wings' fifth inning. Bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evansville location, 545 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Otters now lead 7-1 as Braden Scott works his fifth inning of the game. He'll face Craig Corliss to lead off the inning, followed by the top of the lineup in Cam Feltz and Michael Sandel. Umpire holding play now sets it in motion. Corliss walked his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Backdoor breaker doesn't break enough, and Scott starts behind him 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is flown into shallow right field. And on as Benson still coming in, he slides for it. It drops in fair territory. Bounces off of him as Corliss is going to head to second base for a leadoff double here in the fifth. Great tracking there from Benson. It went off of his glove, but just couldn't bring it in. Made an excellent play last night to save a couple of runs in the second inning. Just couldn't bring it in that time, and now Scott's going to have to work around that leadoff double. Around the Frontier League, Quebec and Ottawa, the battle between those two teams that has been so much fun to watch over the last couple of series. Tied at 5 in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch to Feltz, lines that one shallow right field. That one's hooking into foul territory. Jones going to try to find his way under it, but it gets out of play, and Feltz will start behind 0-1. Lake Erie up on Florence 6-2, top of the ninth inning. Looks like Lake Erie won't have to fight from behind for once. Joliet ahead of Mississippi 3-1 and then New York and Schaumburg in a battle, top of the sixth. New York is up 2-1 in that game. Counts 0-1 to Feltz. Scott looks back at second. Now delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one lines shallow right center field. Benson coming in on it. It's going to drop in front of him. He'll bring it in. Feltz trying to turn it into 2. He's going to stop in the middle, but no one covering first, so he'll be able to get back. But back-to-back base hits, and Windy City threatening here in the bottom of the fifth. Got a jam shot there, but Feltz found some open grass. Almost turned it into 2, but good reaction time from Benson to get it in quickly. Now it's Michael Sandel, who is 1 for 1, a single, and a run scored, and he reached via the walk his last time up. Again, this has been the part of the lineup that's been able to get to Scott. First pitch, called a strike at the letters, and he jumps out in front of him 0-1. Gateway and Washington in Game 3 of their series will begin at 5:35 p.m. One of 2 games yet to get underway. Three Rivers and Tri-City, the other one. Scott staring down Feltz at first base, now delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards third, pass Pierce. A run will score, Feltz will round second, he will stay there. Windy City gets back on the board, they now trail 7-2. Back-to-back base hits. Now it's going to be James Dunlap stepping up with runners at first and second, still no one out. Scott with 77 pitches now in this game. So he comes set, looks back at second, now delivers the first pitch. Backdoor breaker, that one finds the mark. And the count's 0-1. So Lake Erie and Florence now officially over, 6-3 the final there. Joliet's tied Mississippi 3-3. The 0-1, soft looper. That one's going to stay in the infield as Cruz will camp under it and bring it in for out number 1. Infield fly was called. There's one away. Runner still at first and second. David Mayberry's going to step to the plate, 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice his first time up, flew out to center his last time. Quick check over at second, nothing doing. So count still 0-0 to Mayberry. Scott still staring down at second. First pitch fouled off by Mayberry. Counts 0-1. Felt's over at second base. Definitely a threat to steal third potentially. Baseball bounced back to the field, so they'll get that baseball off the field. Scott will take a walk back to the rubber. He's got Mayberry at 0-1. Otters lead by 5. Scott trying to keep that where it's at. Here's the 0-1. That one lined pretty well to left. Taylor or Schwartz on his way back to the track, to the wall, and that one's gone. And all of a sudden, this has become a game. A 3-run shot from David Mayberry has pulled Windy City to within 2. Braden Scott's first home run given up since the July 25th game against Ottawa. And now it's Christian Kazimka, first pitch to him, fouled off. Counts 0-1. And now for Scott, just got to reset and work through this 5th inning. Otters still lead by 2, 7-5. They've scored a run in every inning so far. Back foot breaker gets Kazimka swinging. Now he's 0-2. But now 4 hits in this inning. Give Windy City 5 runs on 8 hits. Evansville has 7 runs on 11 hits. 0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. Braden Scott bounces back with a German-American Bank strikeout, his 4th of the game. And now there's 2 away. Jalen Greer, the next one up. Ground out and a flyout so far for him in this game. First pitch, fastball middle. Jumps out in front of Greer, 0-1. Since giving up that home run, it's 4 straight strikes for Braden Scott. There's strike number 5. Gets Greer swinging to that off speed. Now it's 0-2. For Braden Scott, only his 5th game, he's given up a home run. Had that stretch from July 10th to 25th where he gave up 4 home runs in those 3 games as that pitch misses high. Count 1-2. Only other home run given up before that was against Florence. That one lined right to LJ Jones. Snags it in the glove. That's good enough for out number 3. But Windy City gets 4 back. They now trail by 2 as we head to the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
The Otters come to bat here in the top of the 6th inning after Windy City struck for 4 in the bottom half of the 5th. Evansville now only holds a 2-run lead, but they've scored a run in every single inning so far. It'll be Logan Brown, the first one to meet Avery Cook for his out for his second inning of work. Allowed a run on 2 hits in his first inning. His 4th appearance of the season. Before this, he had only given up a run in 1 of those 3 outings. The wind still very strong from right to left. Maybe a little bit in right now. Here's the first pitch to the Otters catcher. Takes that one outside, ball 1. Brown 2 for 3, a double, a single. He's also grounded out. He's got a 1-0 count. Cook delivers. That one does find the zone to even it up at 1-1. Cook's first outing, he went 1 2/3 against Gateway scoreless. On August 2nd against Gateway again, went an inning, allowed 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. 1-1, that one misses outside, it's 2-1. Then in his last outing against Washington, 1 1/3, the only damage on him, a walk. 2-1, that one's lined pretty well into left. That's going to send Toronto's back. That's to the track. That's to the wall, and that one's gone. Logan Brown joins the home run party. His 3rd of the season. The Otters get a run back. They now lead 8-5. Logan Brown's first opposite field home run of the season. His 2nd home run against these Thunderbolts as well. Again, that wind pushing out to left is really helping. Now it's LJ Jones stepping up. 1 for 1 with 2 walks. First pitch, a front door breaker. That one in at 66 miles per hour. Now the count's 0-1 to Jones. Cook working the 0-1 pitch. Tried to go front door breaker again, but that one missed low. Counts evened up at 1-1. Logan Brown playing his 487th game of his career as that one does find the zone at the 1-2, or making the count 1-2. It's his 31st home run. LJ Jones at the plate playing game 363 for his career. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3, gets the off-speed by him. And there's 1 away. It's the 4th time this Otters team has struck out. Both sides have struck out just 4 times in this game. A lot of contact being made. And now J.J. Cruz will step up. 1 out, 1 in. First pitch to him, swinging. That one's hit pretty well to center. That's going to send Sandel back. That one's to the track. That one's at the wall. He leaps and he catches it. He robs a home run from J.J. Cruz. And there's 2 away. Hit it to dead center. And Sandel at the wall. Brings it back. There's 2 away for Keenan Taylor. It's the 2nd time the Otters have had a home run robbed from them since the end of July. Now it's Keenan Taylor, first pitch, checked his swing, but that one does find the outside corner. And Taylor starts behind 0-1. Quick correction from earlier. It's actually Tyler Melhop behind the plate today with Dario Rivero over at first. That pitch misses just wide. It's 1-1. Taylor is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs on the game. 1-1. That one's hit well to left. That one's hooking. That one's going to go just foul. Just a little bit out in front of it, and the count's 1-2. It's about 3 or 4 feet from his third extra base hit of the game, but instead he goes back to the plate. Now with a 1-2 count. One of 3 Otters with multi-hit games, 1 of 6 with a hit in the game. He's got 3 RBIs. And now here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one back. We'll do it again. He's worked some good at-bats today. Now awaits the next 1-2 pitch. Here it is. On the ground towards second. Gibson will bring it in. Throw to first is going to be in time, and that will do it for out number 3. But the Otters get a run back. The Logan Brown home run to left field makes this game 8-5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Braden Scott out there for the 6th inning, trying to bounce back after giving up 4 runs in the 5th. And he did that to end the inning. After giving up the home run to David Mayberry, struck out Kazimka, and then got Greer to line out. He will face Seratos, Josh Gibson, and Craig Corliss. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Seratos 1 for 2, a single his last time up. Gibson is 0 for 2, and Corliss is 1 for 1 with a double. Here's the first pitch from Scott. That one lined well into left center, and that one's going to drop in the gap between Schwartz. That gets over Schwartz's head and gets to the wall. Seratos rounding second. He's going to try for third. Throw's going to come into Jackson. He's not going to be able to field it cleanly, and it's a leadoff triple for Windy City in the 6th. Seratos' second hit of the game. Brings up Josh Gibson with a big chance to try to get a run here for Windy City, trying to crawl back within a couple of runs. Gibson doesn't have a hit yet. Infield. Corner's going to play in. Middle's going to play out. Scott steps off as the infield coordinates itself. Gibson awaits the first pitch from Scott. Swinging at that one, fouls it off to the right side. Counts 0-1. Nick McAuliffe out there and warming for the Otters. When McAuliffe's been called on to strand runners, he's done well at that this year. He's stranded 7 of 10. 0-1, that's a soft looper into shallow center field. That one's going to drop in front of Graham Brown. Serratos is going to score jogging home. And a bloop base hit has given a run back to Windy City, and they now trail 8-6. So now it's Craig Corliss, who's really had Scott's number, a walk and a double. Bats with a runner on first. No one out. Gibson over at first base. Hasn't been caught stealing yet. Scott staring him down. First pitch in. Takes that one in the zone for strike one. Corliss starts behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball got him swinging. Has got Corliss at 0-2. Trying to settle back in and get some big outs here. Otters still lead by 2. But Windy City has scored 5 runs over the last couple of innings. Over to first base. Good pick there by L.J. Jones to keep it from getting away. Corliss got his first double, third hit of the season earlier. That pitch, back foot breaker, didn't get caught. No, and it hit him. Tried to get him swinging on a back foot breaker. Instead, it hit his back foot. And now their runners at first and second, still no one out. Back to the top of the lineup. Cam Feltz up. And now you really get to the part of the lineup that's seen and hit Scott well. Conversation between Logan Brown and Braden Scott on the mound now as they try to work their way around this jam. The tying run now at first base. The go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Cam Feltz. Melhop out there to break up the meeting on the mound, and now Logan Brown going to walk behind the plate. This next pitch will be pitch 95 on the game for Braden Scott. First pitch misses high to Feltz. Starts behind him 1-0. Feltz 1 for 3. He's reached twice, once on a fielder's choice. Squares on a bunt. Popped it up. Scott will catch it. Gibson not off far enough to double him up. But the Otters get a gift with a mistake from Feltz there, and there's one away. It'll be to Michael Sandel now, who's reached all 3 times. Couple of singles. He scored 2 runs. He's also reached on a walk, and here comes Max Peterson. Again, Sandel has seen Scott really well. And he's going to go to his bullpen. He's going to go send in Nick McAuliffe to try to get these final 2 outs. We'll have more on him after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Otters call to the bullpen. Nick McAuliffe takes the mound. McAuliffe on the mound behind the plate, Logan Brown. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. McAuliffe enters with the task of getting the last 2 outs of this inning, preferably stranding those runners. His 32nd game of the year, he enters with a 2.93 ERA and 30 2/3 innings. Struck out 42, walked 16. He'll face Michael Sandel. As McAuliffe takes a look back at second, now delivers the first pitch. Fastball misses high for ball 1. McAuliffe this season has stranded 7 of the 10 runners he's been placed to face. Gibson leading off second, looks him back to second. Now delivers the 1-0 pitch. Breaker finds the mark at the top of the zone. Count evened up at 1-1. Again, Sandel 2 for 2. A walk. The team leader in home runs. Here's the 1-1. Another breaker. Out in front of it, fouls it off and up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 1-2. McAuliffe's got Sandel to his final strike. Comes set. Takes a look at second. Now delivers. Try to go fastball, missed high. Count 2-2. Had gone back-to-back off-speed pitches to get him at 1-2. Now with the fastball, see if he tries to break or drop in a breaker. McAuliffe sets. He looks back at second and delivers the 2-2. That one misses just low. Count runs full. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. Otters still lead by 2, but the tying run on base at first base. Sandel represents the go-ahead run. McAuliffe entering, trying to strand the 2 runners. Delivers the payoff pitch. That one misses high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So he walks a batter. Now he'll face the shortstop, James Dunlap. A couple of hits for him today already. 2 for 3. McAuliffe hasn't given up an earned run since July 9th. First pitch pulled the string on him. Dunlap way out in front. He's out in front of him 0-1. Shown to have a really good breaker, but there's just sometimes you can't locate the fastball. Wasn't able to do it in that first at-bat. He's got Dunlap at 0-1. He comes set and delivers another breaker, but that one he lays off of, and they evens the count at 1-1. McAuliffe does have great strikeout stuff. A 12.3 K per 9 rate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses high. It's 2-1. Dunlap entering this game with a .314 batting average. With his 2 hits, he's upped it to a .319. McAuliffe sets, delivers the 2-1. Pulled the string. Dunlap way out in front of that one, and it's 2-2. All 4 strikes McAuliffe has thrown have been off speed. He's got Dunlap at 2-2. Bases are loaded, 1 away. Tying run now at second base. Go ahead run at first. Takes a deep breath and delivers the 2-2. Fastball just misses a bit high. Count runs full. Dunlap steps back in. There's nowhere to put him. Got to come after him here. Sets. Delivers the payoff pitch. Misses high. Ball 4 and a run scores. Back-to-back walks for Nick McAuliffe allows the run to score and Josh Gibson. Bases stay loaded. Still only 1 away. Now Max Peterson's going to go out there and talk with his pitcher. As David Mayberry with the big 3-run home run back in the 5th. Runner at third is Craig Corliss. Still responsibility of Braden Scott, but the runners at first and second who both reached by a walk. Both of McAuliffe. Now Peterson, quick mound visit, starts to walk off as Logan Brown still having a conversation out there and steps back behind the plate. The lead down to 1 for Evansville. McAuliffe sets from the stretch. Delivers the first pitch to Mayberry. Fastball, fouled it off. It's ahead 0-1. It's good to see him locate that fastball, though. Again, when he has the fastball going, I've said it before, but it's very similar to Gio Gallegos, formerly of the Cardinals, where he had the fastball unhittable. Can't locate it, just makes it a little bit tougher. Here's the 0-1. Great fastball, outside corner. Counts 0-2 to Mayberry. A slim 1-run lead. McAuliffe trying to preserve it. Comes set and delivers the 0-2 pitch. That fastball misses high. Make it 1-2. 3 straight fastballs from McAuliffe in this at-bat, though. See if he tries to break off a curveball. Here's the 1-2. That one hit the bat. No, they're going to say it hit the maybe front arm. And a hit by pitch is going to score the tying run. Obviously, it's really hard to tell from up here what happened, but home plate umpire Tyler Melhop was saying it hit him at the second hit by pitch batter with 2 strikes. Ties the game, and that's going to do it for McAuliffe. 3 free passes is going to end his game. Go to the bullpen and more on the new pitcher after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Evansville called the bullpen is Garrett Crowley. Crowley on the mound, Logan Brown behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2309 North Green Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Garrett Crowley enters. He's been excellent since the Otters acquired him. Pitched on the 5th against New York, pitched a scoreless inning where he did give up 2 hits but struck out 3 with no walks. And then on August 7th went 2 innings, allowed a hit, struck out 3. That 1 hit was a bunt hit. And he will be tasked with trying to get a couple of big outs. Game is now tied. Windy City has scored 7 in the last 2 innings. They have the bases loaded with 1 out. Garrett Crowley is going to be tasked to trying to get the final 2 outs. Tied up at 8. Crowley pitching from the stretch. Delivers to Kuzimska. First pitch to him misses low, 1-0. Crowley with a 1.84 ERA entering today's ball game. He had a 2.05 with Quebec. Hasn't allowed a run with Evansville yet. Here's the 1-0. That one hit high. That one's shallow center field. Brown got a late jump on it, but gets under it. Catches it for out number 2. They're going to test him. Throw is going to come in. It's not going to be cut off. It's going to come to the plate. Not in time, and Windy City takes the lead. Sac fly from Christian Kazimka gives the Thunderbolts the lead. Otters have to play from behind for the first time today. But with 2 away, it'll be Jalen Greer. Now Crowley just needs to get this last out and keep this deficit where it's at. Looking forward, the bright spot of this game is Evansville scored a run in each inning so far. First pitch to Greer. Chop towards third. Pierce will try to backhand it, but it gets under his glove. 1 run will score easily. Rounding second, heading to third is Mayberry. He'll get there standing up. And another run's going to come in to score. Mistake there from the Otters defense. Otters now trail 10-8. And it'll be Oscar Serratus who led off the inning with a triple. His second time up this inning. First pitch from Crowley. It's a fastball on the ground just past L.J. Jones on the right side. Both runs will score. Benson will try to cut it off. He will, but it's in the bullpen. Serratus will glide into second base, and it's a second extra base hit of the inning. And now Josh Gibson will hit for the second time this inning. First pitch, runner takes off. Throw down to second, or third, is not going to be in time. Serratus gets a stolen base. Still going to need a hit or a mistake to score him, but Just 90 feet closer. First pitch missed inside, so it's a 1-0 count. Crowley sets and delivers the 1-0. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Counts 1-1 as Gibson checked his swing, but it didn't matter. Otters now trail by 4. 7 runs in here in the 6th. Here's the 1-1. Inside, Gibson gets out of the way of it. We get 2-1. Scott started the inning. Gave up a triple to Serratos, a single to Gibson. Hit Corliss before Nick McAuliffe came in. McAuliffe walked Sandel and Dunlap before hitting Mayberry. Checked his swing. Home plate umpire says he went. Counts evened up at 2. Crowley came in, got a sac fly of Christian Kazemka, but Greer reached on an error. Serratos just hit, and throw's going to come home. Serratos trying to steal home, and he's out. Serratos trying to chirp at Logan Brown, but he is out either way, caught stealing. And the Otters get out of the 6th. We'll head to the 7th here. Otters going to need some run support here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
The Otters have to play from behind, first time today, and how quickly things can change. 11 runs from Windy City over the last 2 innings. Otters trail 12-8. Mentioned it in the last inning, but the one positive is that the Otters have scored 8 runs. They scored a run in each inning. They're gonna need some more here if they want a shot at winning this one. Avery Cole out there for his 3rd inning of work. He's given up a couple of runs. And JT Benson will be the first one to meet him here in this inning. First pitch inside, almost hit him, but he gets out of the way of it. He's out in front 1-0. Benson's reached twice, a double and a walk. 1-0, that one swung at, fouled up and overhead, an overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Cook, pitching from the stretch, the sidewinder, delivers the 1-1. Front door breaker finds the zone, make it 1-2. Scott's day finishes 5 1/3, 10 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. McAuliffe didn't record an out, gave up 3 runs. Only one of them ended up being earned. The 1-2, that one's lined well to center. Sandel comes in on it, but it's right at him. And it's caught for out number 1. Hit that one well, but unfortunately right to the center fielder Sandel. And with 1 away, it's Darryl Jackson. Garrett Crowley got a couple of outs, gave up a hit, a run, but it was unearned as well. And now it's Daryl Jackson to the plate. He's reached all 3 times. First pitch to him. That one's into foul territory. Kazimska going to try to find his way under it. He is, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. He'll try to keep this 7th inning alive. As all of a sudden, Evansville's playing from behind. They're down to their last 7 outs in the game. First pitch to Pierce, takes that one high for ball 1. Pierce 0 for 3. He's reached once on a hit by pitch. Flew it to right field his last time up. The 1-0 pitch misses outside, 2-0. Now here comes the 2-0. That one swung on high, pop up, right side. Kazimka trying to find his way under it. That one's going to get out of play, though. It'll just be a strike 1. Pierce. Currently in his 45th game as an Otter. He's done a great job at drawing walks from the top of the lineup as well as being a power hitter. 8 doubles, 2 triples, and 10 home runs. Takes that pitch in there for strike 2. So that will even up the count. 50 hits during his first 44 games. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled off. Stays alive. We'll do it again. Even though the hits haven't really been there over the last week or so, he's done a good job at getting on base. He increased his on base streak to 21 with that hit by pitch earlier. Count still 2-2. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And the Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 7th. We're out of the bottom half here on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Garrett Crowley out there for the bottom of the 7th. He'll face Josh Gibson, Craig Corliss, and Cam Feltz. After last inning, they used 10 batters to score 7 runs. They lead the Otters 12-8 here in the bottom of the 7th. Scored 4 runs in the 5th, 7 in the 6th. Evansville jumped out quickly to a 7-1 lead. But Windy City did not lie down and die as they have to try to expand on that lead here. Garrett Crowley out there trying to keep this deficit where it's at. Josh Gibson, who was at the plate when Serratos was caught stealing home, awaits the first pitch. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Crowley starts in the right direction, 0-1. Crowley does have a run to his name. It was unearned, though. Here's the 0-1. Another back foot breaker. Gets him swinging. Now it's 0-2. Gibson calls time at the plate. Crowley stays up there, waiting for Gibson to step back in. Gibson back in with an 0-2 count. Crowley comes set. Comes with the 0-2 pitch. Goes backdoor breaker. Called strike 3 on the outer edge. German American Bank strikeout for Garrett Crowley, and there's one away. So it's the catcher, Craig Corliss. He's having a day, a double, and he's reached base twice on a free pass. Currently 1 for 1. He scored twice in this game as well. First pitch. Another breaker finds the zone. Crowley working quickly. He's ahead 0-1. Time called quickly by Corliss here. All but one Thunderbolt has scored a run in this game. Now here's the 0-1. Another breaker gets him swinging out in front. Make the count 0-2. Corliss stands in the back of the right-handed batter's box, awaits the 0-2 pitch. Another breaker called, strike 3, catches him looking. Back-to-back German American Bank strikeouts for Craig Corliss, and there's 2 away. Feltz enters 1 for 3, or 1 for 4. Tried to score on a bunt and popped up his last time up. First pitch. Crowley finds the zone. He's out in front 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled off. Make it 0-2. So Crowley's worked excellent here in the 8th, or here in the 7th. Really settled down this Windy City offense, but obviously Evansville's offense is going to have to try to fight back late in this one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and how about that? An immaculate inning for Garrett Crowley. What a response. That'll do it in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Two innings left here at Ozinga Field. Otters going to need a late rally. It'll start this inning with Ella Schwartz heading to the plate. Avery Cook still on the mound, and why not? He's looked pretty good, and he's kept Windy City in it enough for them to come back. Here's the first pitch to Schwartz. That one finds his on the outer edge for strike one, so he'll start behind. Fifth time through the lineup for Evansville in this ball game. They've scored 8 runs, had a 7-1 lead, but again, playing from behind here, need a big rally. The 0-1 pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. Look at the positive, though. Again, this team has scored 8 runs in this game. They've shown the ability to score. They've shown the ability to score in bunches before. 1-1. That one swung on, fouled off to the left side. Serrato's trying to find his way under it, but it's going to get out of play. And the count will be 1-2. Needs a start here, though. Don't want to leave yourself needing at least 4 runs for the 9th. You got Ella Schwartz, you got Graham Brown and Logan Brown. Graham and Logan combining for 7 hits already in this game. That one fouled back again as Schwartz stays alive. Cook in his 4th inning of work. He's given up a couple of runs, 3 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. The Otters scored 6 off the starter Maeda. Here's the 1-2. Foul tipped off the glove. Schwartz stays alive once again. Tried to go fastball on that one, did Cook. Longest outing for Cook in this, so far in the short season form. Next 1-2. That one's fouled off. That one up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count still 1-2. Good battle here from Schwartz. The former Boilermaker comes set. Delivers the next 1-2 to Schwartz. Fouled off again. What you like to see, even though you're down. Just standing in that batter's box and fighting. Cook sets and fires. That one fouled off again. 6 straight foul balls for Schwartz in this at-bat. Went down 0-2. He's fouled off 6 straight. Not willing to go down without a fight. Trying to start off this 8th inning in the right way. The next 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him on the curveball. So after a long battle, Schwartz goes down swinging, and there's 1 away. Now it's Graham Brown. Steps in with 4 hits on the game. 3 singles and a double. He's already matched the season high for hits in a game by a single player. That was last done by J.T. Benson on July 9th. That one lined but fouled towards the left. He's behind 0-1. Before this at-bat, he had seen 6 pitches during his 4 at-bats. Swung at pitch 7. Here's the 0-1. Takes that one way outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. Brown stands in, one away here, top of the 8th. Swings that one, fouls it off to the right side. Now it's 1-2. No one warming up in the Otters bullpen. You would expect Garrett Crowley to go out there for another inning, and after what he just did, why not? Time called by Graham Brown as he tries to reset himself. Already the most pitches he's seen in any at-bat. Cook sets, delivers the next 1-2. That one fouled off. So after Ellis Schwartz battles, Graham Brown starts the battle. Cook sets on the mound once again, delivers the next 1-2. That one misses outside, 2-2. This next pitch will be pitch number 6 of the at-bat, which will tie the amount of pitches he's seen all game. Takes that one, called, strike 3. Might have caught the lower edge, and there's 2 away. Now it's Logan Brown stepping to the plate. He homered off Cook his last time up. 3 hits in the game, a double, a home run, and a single. Makes him a triple away from the cycle. First pitch, takes on the inside edge for strike 1. Otters down to their final 4 outs, trailing by 4. Here's the 0-1. That one finds the zone, middle. Now it's 0-2 to the Otters catcher. Brown at a .262 average coming in, and swings and a miss for strike 3. And now Avery Cook strikes out the side. So the Otters go down in order in the 8th. You head to the bottom half of the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Here at Ozinga Field, Otters trail by 4. Garrett Crowley out there for another inning of work. Just threw an immaculate inning. Now comes back out, throwing an inning and 2/3. Now 3 strikeouts. That's just his 3rd appearance in an Otters uniform. Already has 9 Ks within those 3 appearances. And he will face the 2-3-4 hitters, Michael Sandel, James Dunlap, and David Mayberry. All 3 of them walked their last time up. Or I should say, Mayberry was hit by a pitch, but the other 2 walked. First pitch, that one's a breaker, missed low for ball 1. Crowley, who works exclusively from the stretch, delivers the 1-0 pitch. That fastball misses high and away. It's 2-0. Sandals reached all 4 times today. Couple of hits, couple of walks. Stands in with a 2-0 count. Crowley sets, delivers. That one swung at high, pop up into foul territory. It's going to get out of play. Make it 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a breaker, fouled off to the right. Battling back in the count at 2-2 is Garrett Crowley. He's looked excellent out of there from Queens, New York. Just played his first series in an Otters uniform against the New York Boulders of all teams. 2-2, that one lined to left center. That's going to get down for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. That one's going to roll to the wall. Schwartz will play it off the wall. He'll throw it in. Sandel will hold at second base, and a leadoff double. It's the 3rd straight inning with a leadoff extra base hit. And now Crowley will have to work around that hit. Next one to face him is going to be Dunlap. He's 2 for 3, a walk, scored a run. He's popped out to second. This has been, talked about it a lot, this has been the part of the lineup that has just been killer to the Otters pitchers this game. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a breaker. Tried to go back foot breaker, but didn't get him to chase. He'll start behind 1-0. Otters in need of a shutdown inning. It's already a 4-run deficit anymore. It's going to be a tough comeback. Tougher than it already is, I should say. 1-0, that finds a zone. Crowley back in the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from the southpaw Crowley. Back foot breaker then. Again, Dunlap doesn't chase. 2-1. Crowley in his 2nd year of professional ball after finishing up his 2023 season with Texas Tech. Played last year with Idaho Falls of the Pioneer League. 2-1 breaker, gets him swinging. Count leaving up at 2-2. Pitched in 24 games for Quebec. 34 strikeouts to 17 walks. Pitched to a 2.05 ERA there. Evansville on 2 outings has been excellent. It's been excellent so far in this game, but trying to work around that leadoff double. Here's the 2-2. Fastball just fouled off by Dunlap, just stays alive on it. Count still 2-2 to Dunlap. Crowley takes a look at second, now delivers. Fastball fouled off to the right again. Towards the Wind City patio out there. Pretty nice crowd here for a Sunday afternoon baseball game. Definitely been loud. Here's the next 2-2 delivery from Crowley. Breaker fouled again. Dunlap will not go down easily. Dunlap's had a couple of quick at-bats, had a double in the first on the first pitch, pop out to second on the second pitch, then a full count single back in the third, a full count walk in the sixth. Here's the next 2-2. Took a little bit off of that, missed it low, count runs full. The Otters in the ninth will start with L.J. Jones, J.J. Cruz, and Keenan Taylor. Crowley trying to get His offense back up there, still only trailing by 4. Here's the payoff pitch. That one lined into left. Schwartz not going to be able to bring it in. They'll wave Sandel home. Throw's going to come in, be cut off. Windy City now leading by 5, 13-8. It's the first earned run Crowley's given up in an Honors uniform. Try to stretch him out a little bit more, but they will go to their bullpen. Alex Valdez will enter to try to shut this inning down. We'll have more on him after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters call to the bullpen, Alex Valdez. Valdez enters. Behind the plate, Logan Brown. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, or call at 812-475-9000. Alex Valdez entering for the second time in this series. Entering with a 3.97 ERA. Worked a clean ninth inning in the win on August 8th. Did give up a hit, but struck out 1. And again, pitched a scoreless inning, and now he comes in trying to keep this deficit where it's at. It's up to 5. Windy City winning 13-8. Scored a run on the Dunlap single, and now it's David Mayberry. First pitch to him. Fastball finds the inner half for a strike. And Valdez is out in front 0-1. Valdez had a rough patch against Florence to start the month. A couple of rough outings, but it's been really good for Evansville. That one swung at a miss for Mayberry. It's 0-2. Excellent when he joined the team last year. It's been fantastic for most of the season this year. Now he's got Mayberry at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Taken outside and missed just a little bit to the right. Count 1-2. Try to go back with the fastball there. Mayberry is 1 for 3, a 3-run shot that really changed the trajectory of this game back in the 5th. 1-2 inside and it hit him for the second straight at bat. Mayberry's been hit by a pitch. Now it's going to be Christian Kazimka. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, actually. It's going to be Daryl Ruiz who comes in and pinch hits for Kazimka. Ruiz, who will likely slot in at first base after this inning. Make his first appearance of the day. He'll step on with 2 on, no one away. First pitch to him. Misses low and in, ball 1. Valdez trying to work around a couple of base runners here in the 8th. He comes to the stretch. Delivers the 1-0. Fastball misses inside, 2-0 now. So after getting Mayberry to 2-0, missed one, then hit Mayberry. Now has missed the first 2 here against Ruiz. Call time and tie his shoe on the mound. And just give him some time to reset and find his way back into this count. It's going to be a tall task for Evansville to come back in this one, but first you got to get him back to the inning. Here's the 2-0 delivery from Valdez. That one called, strike one at the letters. Back in the count at 2-1 now. Ruiz last night had a hit and an RBI. Went 0 for 3 in the opener with a walk. Here's the 2-1. Swung through that one. Didn't mean to, but it gets past Logan Brown. Both runners will advance. Counts evened up at 2-2, but now there are 2 base runners in scoring position. Otters think it may have hit the bat, but it was a sound, but I couldn't tell if it was coming off of Logan Brown's glove or if it came off the bat of Ruiz. But either way, it's given a wild pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, blows the fastball by him. German American Bank strikeout for Alex Valdez. There's one away. They actually gave a passed ball on that one, so. One away, it's Jalen Greer. He's 0 for 4 in the game. The infield comes in. First pitch swinging, he fouls it off. He'll start behind 0-1. So Quebec did take down Ottawa in 10 innings, 6-5. Mississippi beats Joliet 4-3. New York beats Schaumburg 4-2. That pitch misses inside, make it 1-1. Sussex County and Down East are tied at 8 in the 10th inning. Down East a chance to try to get their first win of the week against Sussex County. Valdez takes a deep breath and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one flown into center. It's going to send Graham Brown back, still going back to the track. He brings it in on the run. A run will score. He'll get it in. Mayberry will tag from second to third as well. 2 away, runner at third base now. So it'll be Oscar Serratos, who was 3 for 4, had 2 extra base hits in the 6th inning. Got around to third and was caught stealing, trying to take home. Valdez sets and delivers the first pitch. Pulled the string on him. Serratos starts swinging. He's behind 0-1. Trying to strand that runner 90 feet from home. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. It gets past Logan Brown. Mayberry is going to score. Add another run. It's now 15-8. So the Otters now trail by 7. Valdez trying to get the final out here of the 8th inning. Check to swing. Doesn't matter, it's in the zone. Count now 1-2. Counts 1-2 to Cerratos. Here's the pitch from Valdez. That one fouled off. He stays alive. Count still 1-2 to the left fielder. Valdez agrees and comes set. Pitches from the stretch, trying to find a way to put away Cerratos, and he does. Gets him swinging. German-American Bank strikeout for Alex Valdez, but Windy City adds 3 more. They now lead 15-8 as we head to the top of the 9th inning here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
To the 9th inning we go. Otters will send L.J. Jones, J.J. Cruz, and Keenan Taylor to the plate. Avery Cook, out there for another inning of work. And why not? He's worked 4 innings. He's gone 2 straight scoreless innings, setting down the Otters 1-2-3. In fact, he set down 9 straight Otters. He's really found his groove here. Start this inning off against L.J. Jones. Cook, who hasn't started a game since 2019 in the Perfect Game Collegiate League. He's given quite a bit of length here in this ball game. First one to Jones, called a strike. Inside part of the plate for strike number 1. Jones 1 for 2, reached twice on a walk. Struck out swinging against Cook his last time up. Launches that one to left center field. That one's going back. That one's to the track. It's off the base of the wall. Jones rounding first, heading for second. Sandel had a little bit of trouble playing it out there, and a leadoff deerhead double-decker double for L.J. Jones. And that's how you want to start off the inning. And now it's J.J. Cruz to follow. Cruz had a home run taken away from him back in the 6th. Again, at this point in the game, you're down by 7. You just need to pass the torch. First pitch inside, ball 1. Cruz 0 for 3, a sac fly in the 4th. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one misses just outside. It's 2-0. Let's start to the at-bat here for Cruz. Keenan Taylor awaiting on deck. Just got to keep working until you can get that tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on. Past the third baseman, inside the foul line, into the corner. L.J. Jones will score easily. Cruz heading for second. He's rounding second. Take a big turn, but he'll go back. And another deerhead double-decker double. And the Otters get a run back. They now trail 15-9. Still a long way to go, but back-to-back really good at-bats there for Evansville. Conversation now between the catcher, Craig Corliss, and his pitcher. Do have a pitcher out there warming in the bullpen. I wonder how long they'll give Cook here in the 9th. He's got to face Keenan Taylor now, who has 2 home runs. He's 2 for 4. Back-to-back doubles against Cook in this inning. Here's the first pitch to Taylor. Front door breaker. Doesn't break enough. Almost hit him, but didn't, and it's 1-0. The Otters trying to make a game out of this. Taylor awaiting the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swings at that one. Foul tipped it back into the glove. Counts 1-1. Three RBIs on his 2 home runs for Taylor. That one's a pop up. It's going to stay in the infield. The first baseman, Ruiz, is going to call everybody off and bring it in for out number 1. So they get the first out of the inning. It'll go to J.T. Benson. Benson 1 for 3, a double and a walk. His last time up, hit the ball on the knob, but it was right to the center fielder, Sandel. Again, just got to keep finding ways to get on base and keep passing the torch to the next guy. First pitch, front door breaker, pulled the string on him. Nasty. He's behind 0-1. That one starts behind the right-handed batters, ended up on the lower edge of the plate. Here's the 0-1. Another breaker. Benson holds off that one, making it 1-1. The Otters have scored 7 runs in an inning before. They did it against Gateway on June 24th. 1-1, that's a breaker. Lit it off the end of the bat. It's going to bring Serratos in. He'll catch it for out number 2. Benson just missed that one. With 2 away, it'll be up to Daryl Jackson. Final hope for the Otters tonight. It's been a strong first impression. Reached 3 of 4 times. And that was the final hope for Evansville. First pitch, front door breaker. That one finds the zone. Jackson will start behind 0-1. Popped out to first base in foul territory his last time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the ground towards short. Dunlap will backhand it. He can't get a grip on it. And Jackson's going to reach safely to extend the ball game. That one is going to be a tough play either way for Dunlap over at short. They're going to give Jackson a hit for it, his second hit of the ball game. So now runners at first and second, still 2 away. Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, up for his 6th time today. First pitch out in front of the off speed. He'll start behind 0-1. Pierce trying to keep this game alive. Here's the 0-1. Front door breaker. Ended up below the zone, and now it's behind 0-2 as he swung at it. Evansville down to their final strike. J.J. Cruz over at second, Jackson over at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Pierce. Went with the off-speed pitch way outside. Count 1-2 now. Another good stop by the catcher, Corliss. Pierce just trying to keep this game alive. Counts now 1-2 as here's the pitch. That one a soft looper just over the head of the shortstop Dunlap. Cruz is going to round third, heading home. Jackson's going to head for third. He's going to slide in safely. Very close play at third base, but he does get in safely, and now another run comes in to score. That one off the bat of Dennis Pierce, his first hit of the game, and the game continues to Ellis Schwartz. Just have to keep passing the baton. First pitch, that misses way outside. Another good stop by Corliss, and it's 1-0. Jackson over at third base. Dennis Pierce over at first. Otters trail by 5 now. They scored a couple of runs here in the 9th. The 1-0 pitch, that misses high and away. It's 2-0. 2 straight hits with 2 outs in the ball game. And 2 straight hits to begin the inning. Schwartz, who walked his first time up. Since then, he's flown out, grounded out a couple times, and struck out. Here's the 2-0. Checked his swing. Doesn't matter. It's at the outside edge. Make it 2-1. Graham Brown with 4 hits is awaiting on deck. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That one misses outside. It's 3-1. Got to make him come after you here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one called strike 2 on the outer edge again. Count runs full. Pierce will be off with the pitch. Crowd gets to their feet. Time called by Schwartz. Tries to reset everything. The Otters down to their final strike for the second straight batter. Cook on the mound trying to finish this game off by pitching the final 5 innings. He's given up 4 runs, 7 hits, but he struck out 5 and hasn't walked anybody. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4, game continues. The Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar, and the bases are loaded for Graham Brown. And it looks like that might do it for Cook on the mound. They're going to go to their bullpen. The Otters have made this a ball game. We'll have more on the new pitcher after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Jalen Evans, the new pitcher in for Windy City. Evans on the mound. Corliss behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Evans will be tasked with getting the final out in the ball game. Avery Cook went 4 2/3, gave up 7 hits. Currently 4 earned runs, just walked his first batter, struck out 5. Really settled down this Otters offense for the most part. Windy City bounced back, put him in a position to get the win, but Graham Brown coming to the plate, bases loaded. Otters still trail by 5, the tying run's still on deck. But if Brown can find a way to get on base, it'd make this one very interesting. First pitch to Brown. Swings through that one. Tried to jump on a first pitch fastball, but came up empty. He's behind 0-1. Brown with 4 hits, a double, and 3 singles. Here's the 0-1. Takes that one, called strike 2. Brown didn't think so, but he'll call time and try to reset himself now as the Otters down to their final strike for the 3rd straight batter. 2-strike single for Dennis Pierce. Ellis Schwartz worked out a full count walk. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one misses way outside. Another good stop by Corliss, 1-2. Evans entering this ballgame with a .590 ERA. His last time out pitched a scoreless inning, earned a save against Washington on August 6th. Trying to finish this one off here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses way outside, 2-2. Another great stretch from Corliss. Again, the only run that matters right now is currently on deck. But still, some great plays there behind the plate from Corliss. The 2-2 delivery. That one popped up into foul territory. It's going to get maybe out of play. Corliss going to think he have a shot, but it is going to eventually get out of play, and we'll do it again. There's a last-second charge for Corliss there. So Brown stays alive for another pitch. And a game that started off all Otters. They went up 7-1. Windy City scored 11 runs in the 5th and 6th inning. Scored 3 more in the 8th. The Otters trying to fight back here in the 9th. 2-2. Takes that one outside. Count runs full. Great take. Tried to pull the string on him. All the runners will get a head start. The tying run awaiting on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Good battle here from Graham Brown. If he went down 0-2, he's worked it back to full. He's fouled off a couple of tough pitches. This is the player we saw so many games early in the season. Came out extremely hot. The next payoff pitch. Popped up. That one's into foul territory. Corliss is going to try to find his way under it. That one's going to get out of play, and he stays alive again. Couldn't really see if that one was going to get out of play or not. Just tried to squeeze forward. Eight pitches in this at-bat. He'll be pitch number 9. Payoff pitch again. That one misses. Ball 4. A run scores. Tying run coming to the plate. And it's Logan Brown who has a home run in this game. the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning. He represents the tying run. The left-handed hitting catcher in a big spot. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one inside, almost hit him. Gets out of the way of it. It's 1-0. This team hasn't given up yet. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swings that one. Pretty well hit deep into right field. That's sending Feltz back. Still going back. He reaches out for it, and he catches it to end the ball game. Good swing off the bat of Logan Brown. But a ball that was caught near the warning track on the run by Cam Feltz ends the ball game. Evansville loses 15-11. Fought hard, but couldn't come up with the win. We'll have more about this game after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Welcome into the Papa John's postgame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. So the Otters lose a heartbreaker here in Windy City. They lose 15-11 in a game that you would have thought there's no chance Evansville would give up more than 10 runs. Well, they gave up 15. Braden Scott made the start, and he pitched well throughout the first 4 innings. Ended up going 5, really through the first 5 innings, all things being considered, but through the first 4, giving up just 1 run. Pitched through some traffic. Overall in the game, though, 5th inning, gave up 4 runs. And then in the 6th inning, Evansville gave up 7 runs. Braden Scott finishes the game with 8 earned runs and 5 1/3. McAuliffe, unfortunately, just couldn't find the zone. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Gave up 3 runs. Only one of them was earned because of the mistake defensively. Garrett Crowley came in, pitched 1 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs. Only one of his was earned because of defensive mistakes. No walks, 3 strikeouts. That included an immaculate inning in the 7th. Just a fantastic. Again, Crowley showing out he's a really good pitcher. They tried to stretch him a little bit, and I think that maybe overused him a bit. Alex Valdez pitched the final inning, inherited some runners, gave up a run that was unearned, struck out 2, didn't walk anybody. And again, 15 runs, 5 of them were unearned. So defensive mistakes that, again, Evansville has been pretty good defensively overall this season, but defensive mistakes really bit them here in this one. Offensively, though, Evansville really showed out big time. A 4-hit game from Graham Brown. He reached 5 times in the game. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Dennis Pierce got a hit in the 9th inning to keep Evansville alive. Got an RBI with it as well. As Schwartz went 0 for 4, but earned 2 walks, including a walk to keep Evansville alive as well. Logan Brown, 3 for 6, a home run, 2 RBIs, and was about 15 feet short of tying this game in the 9th. Had an opportunity there, I think got jammed just a little bit. Unfortunately, didn't go his way. LJ Jones, a couple of hits, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, a double as well. Keenan Taylor, though, the big 2 home run game, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 5 at-bats. JT Benson went 1 for 4 with a double, and Daryl Jackson in his debut. What a game for him. He went 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored, a walk. He also reached on an error that was 50-50, but it was still well hit at the end of the day. And again, a couple of singles for him as well. So it wasn't a bad game from Evansville, but had a lead, just couldn't hold on to it. Pitching that had been so good this week, just overall, just kind of let them down late in the game. That's just an unfortunate of what happened. Evansville, though, man, they really, really threatened in that last inning. A double from L.J. Jones. They hit a round in the 9th inning. A double from L.J. Jones. A double from J.J. Cruz. Then after a couple of quick outs, Darrell Jackson singles to keep the game alive. Dennis Pierce gets a two-strike single to keep the game alive. After Ellis Schwartz got to his final strike, he earned a walk. After Graham Brown went down 0-2, a great battle, he earned a walk. And then Logan Brown, like I said, 15 feet maybe away from tying this game, maybe a little bit more on the line away from keeping the game alive and bringing the next batter to the plate. So this team didn't die, though. They fought back, and, man, it was, even though it was, a tough loss to really get, it was a fun game, and it was a hard-fought game, a game that Evansville did not give up in. But that'll do it for me here in Windy City. Evansville loses 15-11. They now get a travel day on Monday to head to Mississippi to take on the Mud Monsters for 3 games. That starts on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. All 3 games will be played at 6:30 p.m. It'll be the first time we traveled to Mississippi since May 16th. Play 3 games there before they head home to take on Joliet at Bosse Field from the 15th to the 17th. And we'll just go through the rest of the schedule. Washington on the road, 19th through the 21st. Windy City, these Thunderbolts will play at Bosse Field from the 22nd to the 24th. Thornston comes to town, 26th to the 28th, and then we head to Gateway to finish off the season, 29th through the 31st. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Evansville does fall short once again in one of these rubber match games on the road, but they were oh so close. Like I said, Mississippi, 6:30 p.m. We'll start 20 minutes before on the Papa John's pregame show. We'll see you then. But until then, I'm Lucas Macklin signing off. And as always, have a blessed day, Otters fans.